have out, like Rowan is so prepared. I want everyone to have their draft out with the revisions that they made yesterday and so another color pen to work on a revision with. What was the revision that we worked on yesterday? Leah?
Colorful words.
Yes. What? Jojo? Adding colorful words. Thank you, Jojo and Leah. So yesterday we really looked at how we could make our paper more enticing by adding colorful words. And can anyone guess what we're going to do today? If we look at our arm sheet, Nemi? We're going to do R today. Jasmine, what does R say? Remove. So today we're going to be looking at removing unneeded words or sentences. I know that sometimes when we're writing, we try to make it as long as possible, and sometimes we get a little repetitive or it's just not necessary. So we want to make our paragraphs as crisp and concise as possible without all that extra stuff, okay? So I have a paragraph up here. I'm going to model the first half of what I would remove, and I want you to notice why I'm doing that, okay? So, the first thing I do every time is I read the whole thing through. There's a very diverse culture in Evanston, Illinois. There are many people that live there in Evanston, Illinois. The culture and people are not the only thing in Evanston, Illinois that is diverse. The communities and neighborhoods in Evanston, Illinois are diverse too. Are you interested in places with a diverse culture and diverse people? How about a diverse community with lots of diverse things to do? Everyone should travel to a diverse, dazzling Evanston and experience an adventure. Hands down. I'm going to model, then you're going to do it. So what I'm thinking is that this says diverse way too many times, and it says Evanston, Illinois way too many times. So I know that sometimes people really want to make sure that we know what we're talking about, so they'll say the same word a lot, but I don't think that that's necessary in this paragraph. So I would start by saying, there is a diverse culture in Evanston, Illinois. Okay. There are many people that live there in Evanston, Illinois. Okay. Not only do I think that this definitely does not have to be there, because I already know from the previous sentence, I think that this whole sentence is not necessary. So I'm taking the whole sentence out. The culture and people are not the only thing in Evanston, Illinois that is diverse. Okay. Again, I think the culture and people are not the only thing is important, but I do not need to continue to say Evanston, Illinois. It is clear to me where I am talking about. So the culture and people are not the only thing that is diverse. The communities and neighborhood in Evanston, Illinois are diverse too. Yeah, no more Evanston, Illinois. The other thing that I'm noticing is the word diverse. It's used way too many times in here and it's not necessary. So I go back to the top. There's a very diverse culture in Evanston, Illinois. The culture and people are not the only thing that is diverse. The communities and neighborhoods are diverse too. I'm going to remove this diverse, keep this one, R2, period. Now, the culture is not the only thing in Evanston that's diverse. The communities and neighborhoods are too. Okay, now, do you think that that sounds better?
Yes.
Yes. What did you notice me doing? Jojo.
Removing a lot of repetitive words.
Okay, so Jojo saw me deleting repetitive words. What word was I getting rid of?
Evanston, Illinois.
Evanston, Illinois. So I know that in your travel articles, a lot of times you guys really want me to know where you're talking about. But if your article is on Canada, I know it's on Canada. So you don't have to say the word Canada throughout all the sentences in the paragraph. I get it. Leah?
I noticed that you read it all through, and then you took away things that you didn't like, and then read it with the other thing gone, and then you can see if you wanted to read it. You have to move on to the next page.
Beautiful. Did you all hear what Leah said?
Yeah.
So she saw me read the whole thing through. Then she saw me go bit by bit. And so when I removed something, what did you say you noticed?
You read it through without that thing and decided if you wanted to keep it or leave it.
Exactly. So not only did I read the whole thing, but then when I would make a change, I would reread that sentence, that section, to see what it it sounded like with that removing. Does this sound like something that we can do? Yes. Do you want to help me on this second half? That would be great. Sophia, I think your arm's going to fall off. What would you like me to remove?
So, from the argument place, you should bring like that whole paragraph to the top.
Oh, so you want me to move this part. So you don't think that this, so you do not think that this fits here, right? So you would swap that up to the top. What about things that you would remove? That's what I really want us to be looking at today, is removing unnecessary things. Mia?
Crossing out a couple of the diverse words that we have.
Thank you. It's like the word diverse is the only word that I know. There's a lot of words that we could use, so I agree. So what's diverse? Do you want me to take out this one? Or basically all of them?
The language places with diverse culture, places with magnificent culture.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you see what Mia just picked up on? It says, are you interested in places with a diverse culture and diverse people? Okay, that's kind of saying the same thing, right? And what did we talk about yesterday with our added? We don't like to add the same word twice in the same sentence, right? Yes, young man. Now look how nice the young man just said that. He's using A and R as a combination, so he's removing diverse because it's so repetitive, and he wants to add what? Unique or different. How great is that? How much better does it sound? Say, are you interested in a place with a unique culture and different people? Than saying diverse, diverse, diverse. Great job. So that's showing you. So yesterday when you did your adding, you guys said, I'm done adding words. Okay? But today what you see is that once you start removing some of these things, then you need to go back to add more enticing words, right? Very nice job. Okay, so we're going to get rid of these diverse. So we change this to unique. And we change this to different. Preston.
You can change the other ones to incomparable.
Incomparable, another great word. So we would get rid of another one here. Get rid of this one here. And would you replace every time you saw the word diverse, or would you just not have to say it?
No,
Just not have to say it. So I think that that's a great thing to see. So instead of saying, changing every diverse to a new word, you can just kind of get rid of it. And then like Preston said, you can come down here. So you give a few sentences without an enticing word. Give it some room to breathe with the things that you removed. And then you could use something like incomparable at the end. I think that's great. Emerson?
Also, if it's necessary though, you could keep like one or two diverse.
You should, of course, keep one or two diverse. That's the whole point. You should be able to have diverse up here, maybe somewhere in the middle, and then we're good. We know we're talking about something diverse. What I'm talking about is removing the very repetitive diverses in here and the consistently telling me Evanston, Illinois, diverse, diverse. It gets really boring to read. Leah?
Well, I think in the last sentence it said everyone should travel to diverse dazzling and experience and adventure. It's kind of like a bunch of words.
Oh, thank you. I'm really happy that you noticed that. Okay, so Leah said that everyone should travel to diverse, dazzling Evanston and experience an adventure is way too much going on. So what would you remove to make that sound a little clearer?
Well, I think we should, since we already have a lot of diverses, but dazzling's a good word, we should move to diversity.
Beautiful. I'm so glad you said that. Did everybody else notice that, what Leah noticed? That sometimes having dazzling, diverse Evanston or diverse, dazzling Evanston, you can kind of just say dazzling Evanston since you've already accomplished the idea that it's diverse. You guys did a great job. This was easy, right? So I want for you to be thinking that yesterday we added a lot of interesting words. Today we're going to be removing not only words that seem to be repetitive, but what else did I remove? I didn't just remove one word at a time. What else did I remove? Preston?
You switch sentences.
I just got rid of some sentences. Sometimes it's just too much, and what we're really looking for is a nice, tight paragraph with getting to the point with colorful language without way too much clutter. Yes, ma'am?
I was just thinking that if there's
So Mia's saying you can remove it here and you can use it again in a different section. It doesn't all have to be all in one thing. So we really want to remove all the consistent buildup. Okay, last comment. Emerson?
Oh, well, this is damage. But at experience and adventure, maybe you could like put in exciting, exciting, like the future.
Okay. So Emerson's telling me that since I removed the word here, that means that I have more space to add a different word there so it doesn't get too cluttered up, okay? Is it a suggestion for how to make this better? Okay, what?
And for R, usually you want to remove the most common words,
Beautiful.
like
Okay.
and there and the.
Beautiful. Preston said another thing that he wants to remove is repetitive words, but not just our colorful language. Repetitive words like and, like, those are the ones, it's like and. So that's great. You really do want to remove those repetitive words.
One time I went to see my brother's thing, and one of the characters, it was a play, and one of the characters always was like, it was like, how do you spell like? And she's like L, like I.
Yeah, but that's what it
like.
sounds like. Like. So we really want to get away from using the repetitive words, whether they're colorful words or our day-to-day words that we use all the time. And we really want to make our papers nice and compact. Do we all understand? Wonderful. So I want you to have your draft out. Yesterday you did a lot of adding for your revision. Today you're going to start removing all the unnecessary clutter, okay? All right, guys. If you need any help, please come meet me at the back table and I would be happy to help you.
I would choose the back one.
Okay.